I'm here with Mike from Magewell, and we're talking about a brand new member of the ProConvert family. So Mike, a new member of the ProConvert family is upon us.
It is. It certainly is, and actually an entire new generation.
Okay.
So this is the second model in Magewell's second generation of ProConvert decoders.
Right. Okay.
Now, people loved the first generation already because they were reliable, they were plug and play, they were the perfect way to bridge IP signals between traditional video architectures like HDMI and SDI.
Sure.
But of course, as much as people still love them and we still sell them, they're still available, there's always room for innovation. And that's what the second generation is all about.
So what does it do differently?
So this particular model is called the ProConvert IP to AIO 4K.
Okay.
Now, one of the things about all the second generation ones is they add new features such as a 4-input multiviewer built right into the unit.
Okay.
Support for HDR, high dynamic range. Expanded input formats because the IP world is always evolving. And on top of that, an enhanced user interface for people who are operating it. So I'll sort of drill down into some of those things. The key with this particular model, which is brand new for the show, is that it will take up to 4 inputs and output them 4K, as you'd get from the name already, the IP to AIO 4K, with the integrated multiviewer. You can be taking 4 HD sources, you could be doing a picture-in-picture with just 2, you could be doing a single channel output that's just 4K. You can see the quad view output right here, because a lot of people are now monitoring or feeding a lot more IP signals throughout. You know, they're not just doing one-to-one anymore. It's about bringing all those together. The outputs, as I mentioned, are also now HDR compatible. So this will support HDR10 as well as hybrid log gamma, HLG or PQ. I mentioned new input formats. Again, the world is always evolving. Just like NDI itself, even with NDI, it has NDI high bandwidth, NDI HX3. We support NDI 6.3 on this now. But other new formats, the Zixi platform, we support the protocol as well as Zixi ZenMaster for control. And the Reliable Internet Stream Transport Protocol, or RIST, which is also expanding rapidly around the world. We also support RIST in the device too. And last but not least, I mentioned an enhanced user interface, so now you can be previewing a lot of the input sources and that sort of thing right within the web UI to make it even easier for the operators.
So in the real world,
Yep.
how would people be using this?
There are a lot of different applications for it, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of times people are in a central control room and they're feeding signals in from multiple studios throughout the facility or that sort of thing, where you might want to decode a single one and bring it right into your production switcher, or you might want to have it up on a panel just like this where you can be seeing what's happening in all those studios. There are also applications outside of media and entertainment as well in the Pro AV space, command and control, emergency response centers, all that, where you're routing all the signals in IP and you need all of this sort of monitoring.
Yeah.
And again, we have multiple different models. This is the newest one, the AIO 4K. There's also an IP to HDMI. And I mentioned the first generation is still available as well. So whatever you need in terms of IP, taking IP and connecting it to an HDMI projector or display or legacy equipment, we have a model for that.
Yeah, and I like how you got it on the Shogun there. With the new Connect, you could then be streaming it somewhere.
Exactly. I mean, and of course we have streaming solutions ourselves as well, but the whole key is Magewell's philosophy: connect any source to anything. So, let's not forget, as far as IP has come, still, if you want to see it on a TV, the TV probably doesn't support your IP protocol directly, right? So you already have to decode that from IP to HDMI.
Right.
And that's what this family is all about.
Cool. Fantastic. Brand new for NAB?
Brand new for NAB. This will be available in a couple of months.
Okay.
It's the first model in the second generation. The IP to HDMI is already available.
Yeah, okay.
But of course, there's also lots of information available on the website at magewell.com.
That was my next question, Mike. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Simon.